Hello everyone, welcome back. Today let's solve the 31st top coding into question from 48 top coding into questions curated by LeetCode. We'll solve this problem using Python. This problem is on sorting and searching category of the problems in LeetCode. So this here the problem is merge sorted array. They're given two arrays. Array one is called number one, which is the list of elements, which are numbers which are in a sorted order. So they say non-decreasing order, which is nothing but sorted order. There is one more array called number two. So they are also sorted order. So what we have to do is we simply have to merge number two into number one, and then when you merge, so it has to be also sorted order. So here they have given the additionally they also given the size m, which the elements which are here, and then n, which are elements which are here. So when you combine these two, so that becomes m plus n. So basically we have to combine the number two, we have to fit number two's element into number one in such a way that once you fit it, it should also be sorted. That's objective. So how do we solve? Let's look into this code. So basically, this is the same example which is there in the LeetCode page. So this is the number one, and this is the number two. So what you have to do is we just have to create an output which looks like this. The one of the easiest ways, what you can do is we can simply compare these two elements, compare right from the beginning, right? So right from the beginning, compare whichever is lesser, right? Because they are asking us to in a increasing order. So I'll have a two pointers, pointer one pointing to this, pointer two pointing to this element, pointer one pointing to number elements of number one, pointer two pointing to elements of number two. So I'll have a pointer I here, pointer j here. So I'll try to compare whichever is smaller. I'll try to have first is smaller. I'll try to have, and then if this is there, and then I'll increase the one element one is done. So I'll increase the pointer, and then I'll compare these two, and then take one of these, and so on and so forth. And then let's say I am here. I'll compare these two. I'll take this, and then again I compare these two. Whichever is the smaller, right? I'll take that element, and then keep increasing the pointer, right? This is one of the ways of doing it. However, what you need is you need an extra space here. You are creating extra space here, right? uh, so instead what we suggest is so the we somehow instead of starting from the beginning, right? Starting from the beginning, we start with the end. So what we do is we compare these two elements. Again, we have pointer some pointer here, some pointer as I here, some pointer j here. We'll start comparing the last element, whichever is greater here, right? Whichever is greater here, I'll compare this with this. Whichever is greater, I'll try to put here. How do I get the index of this element? Index of this element is length of this plus length of this, right? This the combination of length of this plus length of this, I'll get this element. So I'll try to put the elements. I'll start from the last, basically. Whichever is smaller, I'll try to put it, right? And then I'll increase whichever is greater, right? I'll try to increase. Not here smaller. I'll try to whichever is in greater. I'll try to which among these two, whichever is greater, I'll try to put that, and then I'll try to decrease the pointer, right? So the first time I put this, and second time I'll again compare this with this, and I'll try to decrease this pointer. And third time, I'll have a 2 here and then 3 here. So obviously 3 is lesser. I'll try to put here, and so on and so forth, right? So that's how I basically try to have these numbers. So somehow I get these numbers by comparing from the last side and then trying to put that element. This is how I'll do it. I have a code. I'll just walk you through. So basically, I'm just taking the it starts with 0, right? The element starts with 0. I'm just decreasing the 2 pointers. I'm increasing the two. I'm having a 2 pointers by taking the number whichever the length is being given minus 1, because it starts with 0. And then I need, this is the important part. K is where I am trying. I need to try. I need to add to this element, right? Somehow, if you see this, the this is what I have to merge the elements with, right? Number one is this. So I have to merge among these, right? So here I have to have a k pointer. That's where I get this k pointer. and then whichever is greater, if number if this is greater, I'll try to add that here. If not, I'll try to, I'll add this element. So that's what I'll do. I think you will understand through debugging. So this is my code. What I'll do is I'll simply put a debugger here and here, uh, and then I'll call this function. Call this function by simply going here, run and debug. So it's easy problem. So using two pointers I'm trying to have. So here I, J, M, so which is these are two pointers I'm trying to have. K is combination of these two. So what I'll do is, there are two conditions. I will talk about these two. So basically I have to add the elements which are here to this, right? I just have to, because the elements which, whatever the elements, why did I put I here? Because that those are the elements I have to put into these are the elements, right? These are the elements. These are elements. The size of these elements I have to put into this, right? While comparing, I have to put. That's the reason I'm just, because I have to finish these elements which into this, right? So that's what I am trying to add. Why I added j greater than this? I'll with this example. With this example, you will understand. With this example is for this I is greater than 0 is for this example. So I'm just checking it. Number one, which is this, right? Which is this. I'm comparing the last element, right? I'm comparing from the last side, because I've taken the pointer. I is what? I is 2. So I is 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 I'm comparing with j of 2. J of 2. What is j of 2? J is here 1, 0, 1, 2. So I'm comparing 6 with 3. So if I, which is 3, is it greater than j, a number of j, which is 6? No, I think it is not, right? It is not, because you go in else condition, and then what you do is, so you add here. If you see number one is here 0, right? First 1, 2, 3. Now here you will see I'm trying to add 6 here. That is what this condition is. Number 2 of j, which is j is 2, 0, 1, 2, 6. I'm trying to add array number 1 of k, which is k is what? K is, if you see, k is 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you, after executing this statement, you will see the value got changed. Yeah, that's what the values got changed. Because you iterated 6, so you have to reduce it. You have to compare again 5 now. So that's the reason you reduce this. At the same time, once you copied this element, you have to put the next element here, right? That's the reason you're increasing k. You're increasing j to compare the next greatest element. Okay, all right. So you increase the k so that this element is covered. Now you have to go with this here, and then again you check. Now you have the element. Now j is, I is still the 2. J is 1. J is this. J is this. Now you're comparing 3 and 5. Now still 3 and 5. So this is greater. So obviously you are trying to copy 5 here. That is what happens. It comes in the else statement, and you increase the j again and increase the k so that you insert the next element here. And now comes right now we are here. So now right now here we are here at 2, right? So now we are comparing. Now we have reached to j equal to 0. Now we reached here, and then I is still at 2, right? And then you compare now. Okay, now it went in this place. Now what it happens is, now at this point this 2 will come. This 2 will come because it is going inside. Both are equal. That's the reason it is going here. Now at this point you see, sorry, apologies. Both are not equal. 3 is bigger. That's the reason 3 is going there. All right, and k you subtract, and so on and so forth. So you keep doing it, and then finally if you debug, you will understand the arrays are sorted. Now what I would request is, please execute the statement. Try to remove this. Okay, try to remove and see what you get. Out of this test cases, right? If I remove this I greater than 0, for this example, if I remove this, it still works. But for this example, if I remove this, if I remove I greater than 0, what you will get? Why do you get it? Can you please debug the code and let me know what you get in the comment section. All right, that's all for this video, guys. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say here. And this is easy problem by we are just simply solving using 2 pointers instead of comparing from the beginners. We are comparing from the last elements, and then whichever is the greatest element we are copying, and then we're just simply decreasing that here, either I or j, and k is obviously we have to decrease each time because that's where we are replacing the number at the index. That's all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.